What's up, everybody? It's me, Eman, and today we're going to review Transformers: The Last Knight. Alright, let's do a quick intro. Humans and Transformers are at war. Optimus Prime is gone, and the Transformers of the past hold the only key to saving the Earth. Alright, let's get to the good.
The good.
As with any Michael Bay film, we know that there's going to be lots of action and tons of explosions. There were a number of chase scenes that had great special effects, and to top it off, the 3D visuals were really nice too. Throughout the movie, you'll see a number of scenes that just literally pop out at you. Probably the best part of this movie is going to be in the last 20 minutes or so, where we get some non-stop Transformer on Transformer fighting. This time around, we get to see a couple new Transformers and some really cool weapons that they use. My personal favorite was probably Anthony Hopkins' Butler Transformer. He had a couple funny moments throughout the movie. While Megan Fox wasn't in this film, shout out to director Michael Bay for having Laura Haddock look like Megan Fox's long-lost twin. That's enough of that. Let's get to the bad.
The bad.
I'm really not sure where to begin. Oh, I know. How about the fact that this wasn't even a Transformers movie? This was really just a Mark Wahlberg movie. Optimus Prime shows up maybe in the first 10 minutes of the film, and we don't even get to see him until maybe the last 30 minutes of the film. I should also mention that this movie was 2.5 hours long, and you feel every single minute of this movie dragging. The Transformers in this film were basically reduced to becoming supporting characters in their own movie. While they did have a couple lines here and there and a couple moments, the Transformers were basically background characters until the very end of the movie. Propelling Mark Wahlberg's character as the main protagonist and trying to highlight the human plight of the Earth being destroyed was probably one of the weakest points in this movie. Even some of the most fearsome Transformers were reduced to just being playful pets. I mean, the story just comes off to be so incoherent and unrealistic that it just stops being fun. As a matter of fact, this movie is constantly trying to be funny, and it's not. It's like watching a comedian on stage bomb joke after 2.5 hour long joke. Did I mention this movie was 2.5 hours long? Almost every character in this movie went out of their way to say something really stupid or to act really cheesy or corny. Now don't get me wrong, sometimes cheesy and corny can be funny, but when you try too hard to be funny, it's not funny. The sadder part about that is the fact that they actually cast a comedian in this movie in Jared Carmichael, and he wasn't funny. Like I said, the story was just a complete mess. While the premise of the story was really simple, you know, bad Transformers want to destroy the Earth, the various subplots were just all over the place. I mean, we got a story here, now we going over there, and now we got to do a chase scene here, and it was like, what are we even talking about anymore? How did we go from Washington, D.C. to London to, wait, we on the moon already? At some point, you just stop caring. I mean, at no point did I ever care about this new villain. At no point was Optimus Prime's reprogramming ever believable. And for those of you that hated that Martha moment in Batman vs. Superman, get ready for a very equally bad moment in this film too. The saddest thing about this movie is the fact that we still haven't learned that much about the Transformers or their homeworld. This was a perfect opportunity to focus more on the Transformers lore and their background and their history and not get so human-centric. Instead, they squandered all of that for whatever the hell we just saw in this film. Get to the reason.
The reason.
You know, I don't know why I do this sometimes. Maybe I'm a sucker for punishment. I thought I would have learned my lesson from the last Transformers movie. The writing for this movie was terrible. The story was oversimplistic, it was incoherent, and it was all over the place. And the characters sucked. I can't ever recall a movie that was so action-packed that still managed to bore me so much. I mean, like, I want my money back. I don't care if I saw it for free. The sad reality is the fact that people are still gonna watch this movie and think that it's actually still good. In my opinion, the only way you can really enjoy this film is turning your brain completely off. Don't try and make sense of things. Just sit back and watch the shiny things on the screen explode and flicker on the screen. So when it comes to the rating for Transformers: The Last Knight, I've got to give it A 5 out of 10. Now, if you really think that you have to watch this movie because you've been so invested in the previous 4 movies, I'll say right now, don't feel pressure to go out and see this. Seriously, you can wait this movie out. You'd probably be better off watching this on TV or just reading the Wikipedia about the story, because it'll be a really quick read. If you still want to go out and watch this movie, fine. Everyone has a different tolerance level for certain types of movies. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and mine is that they simply need to stop making these movies. Oh, and brace yourself for that cop-out. You know, one of those, we didn't make this movie for the critics, we made it for the fans.
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
That's all I got. Thank you for joining me. If you did go see Transformers, tell me, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Am I tripping? Am I just the only one that didn't like this movie? I mean, if it's just me, that's fine. I'll own up to that. Hell, I didn't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and other people seem to really like that, so maybe I'm off. Anyway, let me know what you think. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, and definitely share this video if you did enjoy it. If you're not a fan of my Facebook fan page, make sure you do like the page and receive those notifications, because you never know if I'm going to be doing a special giveaway. Don't forget that if you ever want to stay connected with me, you can always do so on any one of my social media platforms. I've got more videos to do for you guys, and until next time, I'll see you later.